Okay, so today I'm going to show you what I'm going to be working on. I have in front of me a little Lego man, a soldier from when I was, I guess, like 6 or 7 years old, and I wanted to give him somewhere to stand. And you might think, oh, why are you doing that? In my workshop, I've always had him. He hangs out by my tools and stuff like that, but he always ends up on his back, on his front, or whatever. He ends up losing his gun. He's a bit of a tough life. So I thought I'd measure up some Lego pieces and I'll draw up a little tray to put little parts in and for him to sit on. So he'll be happy with that. Like I said, I've had him for like, what, 26 years odd. So I think he deserves a little home. I think he looks happy about it, right? So if we have a look on my computer, I've done my programming. We'll hide the toolpaths and I'll show you my part. Simple part. I had a little look at the piece of Lego, gave it a little measure up, and thought let's go from there. The little dots have got 8mm distance between them. I've put a small chamfer on the edges of all the parts just to clean it up nicely. So it looks good. I'll just go through the toolpaths quickly. I'm going to use a single flute cutter. I got this one from Cutwell. I think it's around £15. They're doing a bit of discount, so it might be a bit cheaper than that. This is a 3mm single flute. I'll be cutting at I think 20,000 RPM with this. Could go faster, but I'm not too worried. So I'm going to do a 3D adaptive to begin with. That will clear out the material. It'll work its way down to the pocket, which is basically just cleaning off the tops. I wasn't happy with how they looked. Then I'm doing a contour to clean up these edges that are around here. Then a contour for the outside, so it'll work the outside. Then a contour around all these shapes, because the adaptives cutting with a bit of, what's the name of it again? If we go on the program, if you click on edit, and we go to passes, we've got stock to leave, and I've got this set to 0.2 at the moment. You can't see it on the camera. Move the camera over a little bit. We've got 0.2 to leave, and it just means that we can do a finishing cut afterwards with our contours, so they work their way round. Then we do a countersink cutter, 90-degree cutter, whatever you want to call it. They all do a fantastic job at cutting these edges around here and make it look good. I'll do a quick simulation of the whole lot, and you'll be able to watch it being made for a second, and then we'll go out into the garage and we'll make the rest. So it's going to work its way around. If I speed it up, you can watch it speed around. It's doing its adaptive on the inside. It's working its way around, nice and speedy. You're going to make our little Lego dots. I'll do to be able to stand on them, cleaning the tops of them up. Then we're going to do the contours, clean up the dots, and then the chamfering. And that, as you can see, is all done. So let's go out in the garage and get it made. So we have the materials to do the job. We have the tools and the stock. The stock is a piece of 12mm thick aluminium 6082. It's flat bar, and it came from Aluminium Warehouse. They cut pieces up for you, they're pretty handy. Then we have our 6mm wide CNC spot drill, which I use for chamfers, spot drilling, countersinking. Fantastic tool. And then I have the single flute cutter from Cutwell. Let's get that out, have a look at it. You can see all the work that's been done on this. We'll see how well it performs. I haven't used this one before. I've used some other single flutes, so I'm going to go for it on my cutting. From what I understand is a aggressive cut. So we'll get this all fitted on the machine, get the stock all stuck down. I'll be using the kind of painter's tape technique to hold down the work, and we'll see how it all looks. So that wasn't so much fun. I don't think it was being held down well enough by my holding down technique. So I've gone to the old painter's tape, which I never had a problem with. I reduced my width of cut as well, so there's a little bit less pressure on the tool. So we'll see what happens with that. We'll see just how well it works. Go get the air blast going on it. Good. So this turned out pretty well. I got those edges looking shiny. Very happy with the finish on it. The chamfers look great. So let's have a look and see if our little man fits on. See if he's happy with his little stand. You can see him holding the Cutwell single flute cutter, which did a great job. Could have pushed it harder, but I didn't. See, he holds on there nicely, so it's a perfect fit. Let me just have a little look. I've got some little blocks, see how tight they are as they go on. And they seem pretty nice. I'm pretty happy with that. Drop the little parts in the tray. So, I'm very pleased with how this has gone. So if any of you enjoyed watching this, please subscribe so you can see the rest of my videos. Click the like button, and see you next time.